boys and girls, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me on another episode of PriMath Zoom. In this lesson, we will be learning how to compare fractions with unlike denominators. Let us start with a quick recap of fractions. We know that fraction is an equal part of a whole, like this. We also know that fractions with unlike denominators are fractions like these. Here, if you look closely, you will realize that all these denominators are different. Let us start with this first activity. Olive and Sophie has one apple each. Olive cuts her apple into 5 equal pieces and eats one piece, which can be represented as 1/5, or as this representation here. Sophie cuts hers into 3 equal pieces and eats one piece, which we can call 1/3. It can also be represented like this. Who ate more? Well, if you look at these two representations that are the same sizes, you can clearly see that Sophie, who ate 1/3, ate more than Olive, who ate 1/5. How else could we work it out? Well, looking at these diagrams here, you would realize that 1/5 is represented as a whole divided into 5 equal parts, and 1/3 is represented as a similar size whole divided into 3 equal parts. Let's put our fractions over here. What we can say is that the wholes are the same sizes. We can also say that the fractions have the same numerator. And we can also say that the fractions have different denominators. What does this tell us if we're to compare these two fractions? Well, if you are saying that this top diagram, which is cut into 5 equal parts, each equal part is smaller than this second drawing here, where the whole is cut into 3 equal parts. These equal parts are bigger, then you are on your way to great success. Of course, 1/5 would be smaller than 1/3, as you can see in this diagram. Let's look at these chocolate bars that Bunny and Clyde have. Bunny ate 3/7 of his chocolate bar. 1, 2, 3. And Clyde ate 2/4 of his chocolate bar. 1, 2. Can you say who ate more? Well, Bunny ate 3/7. Clyde ate 2/4. Let us use a line to draw halfway between these chocolate bars. In doing so, we can realize that Clyde ate exactly a half. So 2/4 has been eaten from Clyde's chocolate bar, which is the same as a half. But in Bunny's chocolate bar, we realize that he would have eaten less than a half. And this means that Clyde ate more than Bunny. So 3/7 is less than 2/4. So let us try to work this another way. So we're to compare 3/7 and 2/4. Using this other strategy, we will need to create an equivalent fraction for 3/7 and also for 2/4. In order to do this, we must list the multiple of 7. So let's list the multiple of 7. When we're doing this, we will multiply 7 by 1, 7 by 2, and so on. So 7 by 1 will give us 7. 7 multiplied by 2, 14. 7 multiplied by 3, 21. 7 multiplied by 4, 28. 7 multiplied by 5, 35. 7 multiplied by 6, 42. 7 multiplied by 7, 49, and so on. Let us now list the multiples of 4, which is the denominator in the second fraction. So we're going to do it the same like we did for the 7. So 4 multiplied by 1, 4. 4 multiplied by 2, 8. 4 multiplied by 3, 12. 4 multiplied by 4, 16. 4 multiplied by 5, 20. 4 multiplied by 6, 24. 4 multiplied by 7, 28, and so on. Now that we have listed the multiples of 7 and we have listed the multiples of 4, we will now need to look in the list to see which multiple is common to both 7 and 4. And when we look, we realize 28 is a multiple of 7 and it is also a multiple of 4. So now we need to make 3/7 in a fraction that has a denominator of 28. So in order to do this, we need to see what number when multiplied by 7 gives us 28. And that number is 4. When we multiply that 4 by the numerator, now it will give us 12. And that is how we create an equivalent fraction for 3/7. Let us try this with the 2/4. So remember, we want to have the denominator 28. So now we have 28 and we need to find out which number when multiplied by 4 here, which is a denominator in 2/4, will give us 28. And after working this out, we realize that the number is 7. And this number 7, we're going to use it to multiply the numerator. And that will give us a product of 14. So now that we have the 3/7 and the 2/4 written as equivalent fractions with the same denominator of 28, we are now able to compare to see which fraction is greater than the other. And the 3/7 is the same as 12/28, and 2/4 is the same as 14/28. So in looking at this, we just need to look at the numerators to see which one is greater than which. And the 14/28 is greater than 12/28. And so we can say that 2/4 is greater than 3/7, which means 3/7 is less than 2/4. Let us try some on our own. What I want for you to do is to compare the following fractions and leave your answers in the comment section below. First, you're going to compare 2/3 and 5/9. Then you're going to compare 3/5 and 5/6. And remember to leave your answers in the comment section below. Thank you for exploring with me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.